Most wake up needing it. Most can't go through the day without it, and most start every day with it, coffee. And just like most, I start my day off with coffee every single day. It gives me that jolt to wake up and get the day rolling. Nothing can spoil my day more than when I take a sip of my caffeinated heaven and it tastes horrible. The total average of money on coffee spent every year by a coffee drinker is $164.71. Now imagine if half the cost, around $82.35, was a cup of coffee that didn't even taste good. I'm going to inform you of an ex-barista's secret to the perfect cup of coffee so that you never have to sip on burnt espresso beans again. First, the famous coffee retailer that takes all of our money, Starbucks. Starbucks is the top coffee retailer in not just America, but the entire world. Since 1987, Starbucks has opened an average of 2 stores daily. The average Starbucks customer visits the store 6 times a month. The 20% of the store's loyal customers visits the store 16 times a month. There's over 87,000 possible combinations for drinks at Starbucks. Of course, the franchise has their coffees, but they also have lattes, cappuccinos, frappuccinos, and teas. The Frappuccino alone has over 2,000 combination choices. The original Starbucks was in Seattle, Washington. The coffee shop was opened in 1971. Its original store opened in Pike's Place Market in downtown Seattle. Starbucks' most popular coffee was named after the market. Starbucks now has over 60 different types of coffee, which may come to a surprise to most, but there are many different types of coffee. Coffee can come from either different parts of the world to taste differently, or they're roasted differently. There's different categories of coffee. Depending on how strong you like your coffee is how you should search for your favorite. There's light roast, which is a lighter cup with mellow flavor. There's the medium roast, which is the go-to flavor for most. Then there's the dark roast, which gives a bolder flavor for the coffee lovers that love that strong taste. Many believe that espresso and coffee are made with 2 different types of beans. However, any type of bean can be used for espresso. The grind size of the bean and the preparation is what makes an espresso and that specific guidelines to follow for espresso to taste good. The appropriate time for espresso to be brewed is either 25 to 30 seconds. Once the espresso is in a cup, milk or cream must be poured into the glass within 5 seconds or the espresso will burn. The appropriate degrees for espresso to be brewed is 190 to 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that you know a little bit more about the coffee and espresso guidelines, you may want to try something new. Espresso is used to make many different types of beverages. The most popular espresso beverage is a latte. The latte is the espresso shot on the bottom, the milk comes next, or cream, poured on top with 1/8 inch of foam resting on the top. The latte can also be changed by adding different flavors: vanilla, caramel, mocha, anything your heart desires. The most popular espresso drink is the cappuccino. The cappuccino originated in Italy, but the West kind of Americanized it. The cappuccino makers at gas stations or around campus are not real cappuccinos. Real cappuccinos consist of espresso and frothy milk. The cup may even feel light as air, depending on how dry the barista made the cappuccino. A wet cappuccino has more steamed milk than froth, but an authentic cappuccino is mostly frothy milk. The third most popular beverage is a macchiato. A lot of people don't understand the beauty of a macchiato. A macchiato is a reverse latte, basically. The milk first and the espresso on top. The espresso will stay floating on top of the milk until it is stirred, making a very pretty beverage. You can also add caramel drizzle on the top of a macchiato, making it Starbucks' famous caramel macchiato. In conclusion, coffee is a lot more complicated than your small styrofoam cup you grab at the office or the paper cup you buy from Starbucks or any coffee shop. A lot goes into the preparation of coffee, and there's a lot to offer in the coffee world. Espresso branches out to many different beverage choices, and you will always anyone to find something they love.